Can you hear me? Yes, hopefully. Let me know if you can. Hi, everybody. Nice to see so many people already here. It's been a very long time since I've streamed. It took a while to remember what to do to get everything set up. Oh, awesome. Thank you, Kaz. Oh, very quiet sounds. Right, let me crank that up then, if I can work out how. Let's have a look. Let's check my mic's okay. Right, hopefully that might be a better spot for my mic. Is that a bit better? Yeah, hopefully. Yeah, it took a while to remember. It's been a very long time since I've streamed. Oh, awesome. Good to know, Jess. So, hi, everybody. Nice to have you here. So, as you've probably seen from the thumbnail, I'm going to be colouring a picture out of Cozy Eras 2, which I haven't actually coloured anything in yet. And I had picked out this page for this month. So I thought I'd do this because, you know, Spacetember, thought it was cute. I don't know how much colouring I'll get done today because obviously it's been a while. I'm sure we've all got a lot to chat about, but I will try and get a bit done. Hi Vera, it was really good. Even though we got back only like a week ago, it feels like we've been back for longer. I don't know about anybody else. Like you get back into a routine, and then it's like, wow, holiday's already been and gone. But yeah, no, it was really good. Very busy, very tiring. Still kind of recovering from the jet lag a little bit as well. It's not really helped by kind of going straight back into work and not really having much of a break, but you know, it'll be fine. I have lots of coffee. It's okay. No, it was good. Yeah, we did Disney quite a few of the days, and we did Mickey's Not So Scary, which was good. Although we had done that maybe about 3-4 years ago when we last went to Florida in the summer, and we did Mickey's Not So Scary then. And a lot of it was the same. Like we kind of figured that the parade might be the same because obviously the floats and everything obviously expensive and everything for a few weeks a year. But we thought some of the bits might have been a bit different, but a lot of it was actually the same. But we still had a nice time. It was still really good. What rides did we do? Pretty much all of them. I think about the only ride we didn't do at Disney. We didn't go on Tron because the queue was always quite long for that one, and we didn't do the Avatar one where you like sit on the bikes and that because husband's quite tall, and from past experience he only just managed to squash his legs in and it was quite painful, and that one always has a massive queue, so it's kind of another reason not to do that one. But I think we did do basically every single other ride like at least once, you know, multiple times for quite a few of them because we'd kind of start in one Disney park and then we had the park hopper tickets and we did buy the fast tracks as well. So we'd kind of start in one park and then quite often pop over to a different park for the afternoon. So yeah, we did manage to get quite a lot done. Another reason why we were tired. We got there really early to start with, and then towards the end of the holiday, we were still kind of just about getting there for open, but we weren't there like quite as early because we were just struggling getting out of bed in the morning and getting going, especially daughter. She was tuckered out, bless her. It's the heat as well, isn't it, that wears you out as well as all the walking. But no, it was good. Where did we mainly just did the fast food kind of places. The only sit down place we did was Sci-Fi Diner, which that was good. I enjoyed that. Food was really nice, although it's a bit hot. It's funny there because it's so dark inside because of it being like that you're at like a drive-in, you know, nighttime outdoor theatre. Like it's really dark, so it's quite hard to actually see your food. So we did kind of like put our phone cameras on at one point so we can actually have a proper look at what we were eating. But it was delicious. I had like a pulled pork burger thing, which was huge. Absolutely stuffed afterwards. So then we were like, can't do any rides that are too energetic at the moment, because yeah, that food wouldn't have been staying down, I don't think. So I just thought, I've not really planned out any colours, but I thought, I know I want the good chunk of it to be black, so I thought I'll get that bit done, and then I can kind of take it from there. What other places did we do? We did go to Gatorland, which I think I went when I was a teenager with my mum and dad, but husband and daughter have never been, so that was a nice day. Although it absolutely chucked it down, but thankfully they have got lots of places that are undercover, so we still managed to do everything we wanted to do there. And at least it wasn't as hot with it raining either. What else did we do? We did do drove up to Daytona Beach on one day. That seemed to take, there wasn't really, in the grand scheme of things, it wasn't that long of a drive, but with the traffic it just seemed to take forever. So that was a nice day out. Did a few cool escape rooms while we were up that way. We went down Tampa on another day, which of all things we drove that way because my daughter had seen on YouTube that there was like a claw arcade place that was there that looked really nice. So we pretty much drove down to Tampa to do that. We did do a few other things while we were like down that way, but that was kind of the main reason for heading that way. But she had a good time. It was a nice place, so it was kind of worth the travel. And even when we were just going local places, it still seemed to take forever to get there because of the traffic anyway. So it wasn't too bad. Oh, all my chat seems to have vanished. Hopefully nobody's asked anything because I don't know where my chat box has gone, but I can't see what anybody said now, so that's helpful. I don't know what's gone on there. Hopefully nobody said anything important, because I do apologise, but I haven't clicked anything and it seems to have gone. Did Halloween Horror Nights as well, which that was cool. Glad we did it. His husband had always fancied doing it, but it normally doesn't start until September, so we can't normally do it. But it started like right at the end of August, so we did 2 nights of it actually. But oh my gosh, we were tired. I mean, partly because obviously it's on till like 2 in the morning, although we didn't manage to stay there till then. I think we stayed till about 1 in the morning. But gosh, there's a lot of walking. I know the theme parks are big anyway, and we're used to that side of things, but to get to the different places where like the scare maze attraction things are, they're like not in the main part of the theme park. So obviously during the day it's still like, still Universal as normal, so a lot of them are built like quite far back, so then you've got a massive long walk to get to them. Then obviously there's a massive queue line to walk all the way through. So oh my gosh, our feet Saturday morning, I suppose technically, we got in and we were all like, oh, my feet hurt. We'd walked so far, it was ridiculous. But it was good fun. Hoping the text box might appear again. It looks like I've got a poll going to find out everybody's favourite ride, which is cool to know. So yeah, we had a good time, but it is obviously nice to get back. I must admit, I don't know how to end this poll, so I'm hoping it just goes by itself. Okay, I've clicked a different button. I seem to have... Aha! Right, I seem to have worked out how to get my chat back now. Here we go. Right, it's back. Oh, it was called Halloween Horror Nights. It wasn't as scary as we thought, which seems a silly thing to say. Like, it was cool, daughter had been absolutely, she'd been, you know, she was kind of looking forward to it, but obviously, understandably, somewhat nervous. And then after we did the first house and we came out, and she was like, "Oh, I was like, yes." I think you were expecting it to be a bit scarier than it actually is. Like, they looked amazing and they were good fun, but I wouldn't say they're necessarily all that scary. Obviously, it depends on what scares you. The last couple of years, we have gone to different kind of scare attractions, like round in the UK. Obviously, some, you know, some are better than others. Some are just like a good laugh and not necessarily all that scary. But yeah, I think she got more scared in those than the Halloween Horror Nights. So no, it was cool. There was some nice food, and nice entertainment. Yeah, it's really good atmosphere. I'm glad we did it, because you know we'd always wanted to. And I imagine, you know, if we're ever in Florida again when it's on, I think we might do it. But I mean, it is expensive, so yeah, I'd agree with that. They're definitely a lot more themed, and I'd say, yeah, the UK ones are a bit more scary. I think the thing is with the Halloween Horror Nights, like a few years ago, I was absolutely petrified of doing scare mazes. But with these ones, as you were going around, it's like, oh, they're going to be coming from there, they're going to be coming from there, and all they do is just be stepping out, going, ugh, and then stepping back in, because you're not going through in little groups. It's just like a constant flow of people walking through. So they obviously can't do any more than just step out and, you know, make noise, or, you know, for most of the part, I think they're pushing like a foot pedal or something that plays an audio cue. So obviously, if not, their voices would be gone by the end of the night. So then, you know, you kind of, you know what's coming, especially after you've heard people a bit further forward going, ah, you know, like something's happened. You're like, oh, well, when I get around this corner, something's going to happen. Whereas I think in the UK, because they've not got the audio things recorded and it's a bit more ad hoc, you know, ad lib, I suppose they've got a bit more free reign on kind of what they do, I guess. But I suppose it just depends on what scares you. I think I've got a lot of the sky done, because that's obviously a planet there. That looks like that's going to be the curve of that planet. And I'd say that bits there is still going to be part of this planet, if we imagine it's going off this page. So I think that's probably all of the black bit. Oh yes, no, definitely. I think that was the thing as well, because you know there's a big queue of people in front of you, big queue of people behind you. It's not like anybody could sneak up behind you, because the people behind you were literally the other guests going through, which it makes it sound like I didn't enjoy it. I did enjoy it. It just wasn't as scary as we thought, which definitely from my daughter's point of view was a very good thing. I think she was very pleased. Oh, sorry, making sure I have some of my drink, because I've been back at work today. And well, I was back in last week, but it was inset days. Today's been the first day with the children, and it's obviously a lot different having the children in compared to an inset day. So yeah, a little bit worn out today. Right, I mean, it's a bit cliched, but I kind of fancy my alien being green. So I'm thinking I might do him this lemon green, because that's kind of quite bright. So G070. So how is everybody else? Oh yeah, I've never done Thought Park actually. It's a bit of a trek from us. I've done like the Alton Towers ones, and a few of the other ones that are kind of local-ish. But Thought Park's quite away from us. So we've been to Thought Park, but yeah, we've never done the Fright Nights ones. They do look cool though. There we go. So let's work out. So it looks like he's wearing like a little uniform. Don't know what colour to do his eyes. So I'll just colour possibly black, I think, to be fair, but I might make them shiny black eyes. So that's his face. It's his little hand. guessing that might be part of his chest. I'll keep that colour to one side just in case I want to use it anywhere else. And I might just colour his eyes in black as well. So how's everybody else been? Has anybody else been up to much this last kind of month? Anything interesting? What's everybody up to at the moment? You colouring anything in particular? Got any buddies going? New supplies? You know, give me all the gossip. And hi to my members who I think, if I'm looking at this right, I think you're both here. And it's lovely to have you here. And if anybody's seen on my YouTube posts, I have reached 1,000. I still can't quite believe it. Like, I've no idea how that's happened. But very excited to have got to 1,000. Ah, that's nice, Jess. So you put your feet up and put what you want on TV then. And hope Lexi doesn't keep you on your toes too much. All right. I'm kind of fancying purple, I think, for the outfit of the astronaut rather than grey. I don't know why. Just kind of fancying like a purple-ish colour. So might use deep lilac for some of it. And maybe pale lilac as well. Oh, cute. That's sweet. She's having a little cuddle. Oh, Escape to Shakespeare's. Well, that sounds like a cool book. Peacock Girl in Magical Dawn. Oh, cool. I do like Magical Dawn. It's like, I think the pictures in that are gorgeous, but it's one I've not actually coloured in very much. I do need to try and make sure I colour in it a bit more because I've not done a huge amount in it. I realised when I did my flip through of like all my completed Hannah Carlson pages, I thought, oh, I think I've done quite a bit in this book. And then when I looked through, I was like, oh, okay, I haven't. You know, I absolutely love the artwork in Magical Dawn. I think it's really cool. I mean, all of her art is cool, isn't it, by Hannah Carlson? But yeah, sounds cool. Ah, that sounds cool. In one in Enchanted Galaxies. That looks like a cool book. I've seen that on Candice's channel before, and it looks really cool. That's it, all round to Jessie's house. Right, I might use this lighter colour for like the collars. I mean, I guess that I'm probably overthinking this now. I guess that wouldn't actually be their paw colour, would it? With it being a spacesuit, but I think I'm going to colour it as their paw colour. Even though I know, like, if it is a spacesuit, they wouldn't actually have their hand just out in the open. But I don't know. I feel like that makes more sense colouring it as the fur. But I will give them boots. And I'll use the darker colour for the other bits. Alright, let's get this darker one. Let's colour this bit here. Oh, this is looking pretty, I think. Not a proper spacesuit colour, but you know. Oh, hi Yolanda. Welcome to the Monty level. So if anybody is wondering about the names for the different membership levels, like, because they do seem a bit random, I guess, Figaro, Monty, Luna, and Amiga, then the names of our cats. Because I was thinking, I was like, I don't know what to do, and then I was like, hang on a minute, my profile picture has obviously got a cat on. I thought, and we've currently got 3 cats, Figaro, Monty, and then Luna's the oldest, and then Amiga is the cat that we used to have that sadly we had to have him put down. It's quite a few years ago now, but that's kind of why we've got the Amiga level as the top level, because you know he was our original cat. He was the OG cat that we had, so we put him as the top level. I'm thinking I am going to colour the inside bit of this helmet that same colour, but I'm thinking if I base it with grey and then colour over it with the pale colour, I'm thinking hopefully it won't be that bright, but it will tone it down a bit. There we go, that's it, that's different enough. That's what I was hoping for. I wanted it to just look a little bit different than the outside, but I just didn't want to really add a completely new colour. So yep, so Monty's one of our ginger cats. He's the biggest of the ginger cats. Tropical birds in, oh, that sounds like a nice one, Jess. Yeah, we did struggle. So I was like, I was just blank, like my mind was just blank. And then we were kind of brainstorming on holiday, and then I can't remember which one of us was like, oh, we can name them after the cats because we've got a few cats. I was like, yeah, you know, if you don't know the channel, you think that they're a bit random, but obviously if you're going to be a member, then you're going to know these kinds of things. So then hopefully it won't seem too random to you having, you know, the Figaro, Monty, Luna and Amiga tier. Well, I'm happy with the colours there. I'm thinking this bunny might be coordinated with their spaceship. So I'm going to use the same colours of their outfit on the little spaceship, I think. I'll go for I did kind of look at colour palettes for this page before, and I don't know, inspiration wasn't striking, so I thought I'll just kind of wing it this week and hope that it all kind of comes together, because I don't know, I kind of knew that I wanted a bit of pink and purple. I knew I wanted the alien to be green, but I don't know, I just couldn't decide on anything else. Oh, you know what, that solves a lot of things these days, doesn't it, Jess? I do like how it's cat GTP. Oh gosh, I can't talk. You can tell I'm tired. It was nice having the children back in today, but my gosh, I forget how much hard work it is when you're actually in school, and especially the first few weeks when they're obviously new to the classroom, they're new to the year group, they don't know where anything is. Yeah, there's obviously different jobs to do in this class compared to normal. Like, there's a lot of change. I'm just going to bring an extra. I'm going to bring that current colour in. Hi, Art Junkie. Nice to have you here. Nice to be hearing what everybody's up to with what they're colouring. Oh, I think I can hear Monty meowing outside my office door, actually. If he starts knocking on the door, I might have to let him in, because he does like to know what's going on sometimes. But he was playing with a pom-pom earlier, so I want to guess he perhaps wants to show me that he's managed to catch his pom-pom again. So I might just add a little bit of that colour on there. The back of their thing. I don't know what colour to do in the middle. I don't want to do it black, because that's going to look a bit like there's just a hole in it through to the sky. But I don't want it being... I go for a grey colour. For a cool grey, I think. Let's go for that one, CG2. I'm imagining they've got a slightly tinted window on the spaceship, but maybe they can still see out of it. I don't know. I mean, hopefully it'll look nice. That looks okay. Right, I've got my normal thing of getting a whole load of pens to the side. Ah, that sounds nice. I don't do many mandala style pictures actually. But then when I do something that's got like a repeating pattern, I do kind of quite enjoy doing it, because once you've picked what colour's going where, you can just kind of repeat it through, can't you? Which is nice. I don't know what to do. Sometimes when you're looking at a page and you're like, oh, there's quite a bit going on, isn't there? Right, I'll try and pick a nice colour for the bunny next, I think. So, one of these. I'll go for that sand colour, because our rabbit is kind of white and kind of this colour actually. I suppose I do tend to use this colour quite a bit actually when I'm colouring rabbits. Not that I can see. Oh, there it is. Just as I was about to say, I can't find it. I've just found it. Is anybody watching anything good on the TV? We got back last week and already watched the second part of Wednesday, so that's done. Do need to start watching the new Bake Off, but husband hates watching it, so I might have to try and watch it at the weekend, I think. We did start watching last night actually. The Paper. It's kind of a sort of a follow on, but not quite. It's kind of in the same kind of vein as the American Office. It's quite good actually. We ended up watching, we watched 3 or 4 episodes actually last night. We stayed up a bit later than perhaps we should have done, but I don't know, we're still adjusting our body clocks, so we weren't that tired, so we ended up staying up a bit later than perhaps we should have done, saying as we got to get up early today. But I was just kind of sat there. I didn't want to admit to my husband, but I was just kind of sat there worrying about a daughter starting secondary school today, because it was her first day at secondary school today. So I was just kind of sat there, kind of quietly worrying, as mothers do, about her starting today. Oh, you need to get to it, Jess. I don't think you won't be disappointed. At least you've got all of season 2. You won't have to watch in 2 chunks. You can just sit and watch the whole thing. Do you know what? We started watching Star Trek Strange New Worlds and we got so far in and we were enjoying it. And I can't remember why we stopped watching. Then there must have been something else that came on that we thought, oh, we'll watch that for a bit instead. And then we've never actually gone back to Star Trek, even though we were enjoying it. And I'm sure if we put it back on the TV again, I'm sure we'd enjoy it. But yeah, we just haven't got round to it yet, which is silly. Because it was good how they were setting up all the different bits of night cars. Well, yeah, it's not quite as good as the originals, is it, though? But I think they've done a pretty good job, I think, though, with the new Star Trek. I think, like, if you enjoyed the originals, I think people would enjoy these new ones. Oh, I think Monty is knocking at the door. Hang on. He obviously really wants to show me his pom-pom. You right there, Monty? Yeah, he's meowing. Want to say hello? Go on, Mom. You come in. You could wave a paw into the camera. Easy. Hello, here's Monty. Just see his paw. Right, this is all I'm doing, sir. Okay? You happy now you've seen me? Yeah. Isn't that interesting? No, you're going now. Yeah, I thought he might do. I think when he sees my door shut, he assumes something really interesting's going on. And then every time he comes in and he looks and he's like, oh, she's just got pens on her desk, and he's a bit bored and he walks off. But there we go. He is a cute boy. And you might get an idea from how big his paw looks under the camera. He's a very big cat. He is a monster. I just remember when we like in COVID time, that actually Monty and Figaro were from the same litter, like they are actual brothers. But Figaro's really tiny and Monty's absolute monster. He's like the size of a small dog. So the vet, came out to collect the carriers off us because, we weren't allowed into the building, with COVID. They looked at the vaccination cards, realised they were both boys, realised they were both ginger. And they're like, oh, have they got collars on? I was like, no. I was like, but you'll know which is which. And they looked really confused. Then they took the carriers off us. And then obviously they realised how much different they weighed. Like one weighs hardly anything. And like I said, Monty's like the size of a small dog. And they're like, oh, okay, we'll just check the records and see how heavy, which one's the heavier one. I was like, yeah. Which is funny when they're both like literally brothers, but yeah, one's huge and then the other's, we think he's tiny, but I think he's more just normal cat sized. It's just the fact that his brothers are like absolute monsters, but very, very sweet. I mean, Monty's very, very gentle. Right, I've got this done. I don't really know. Now, in my head, I'm thinking I don't want to do the leaves green because I'm feeling like it's space, it's an alien planet, it needs to be a bit different. But I don't know what colour to do the leaves because all I can think is doing them green, but I kind of don't want to because I want it to look a bit more spacey. Unless I just do them like a really bright green, maybe. Oh, she's a baby. I think even Figaro's about 4 kilos, I think, and then Monty's, it must be at least 6 kilos, if not heavier. I can't remember. He's a beast of a cat anyway. Bless him. It's a good job. He is very gentle. Oh, blue could be cool. Just I suppose that would go nicely with like the purplish colours I've got going on. Let's go with that then. I feel like branching out today, do something a bit different. I don't want a dark. Mind you, I suppose I could do the flowers like a really bright blue. And maybe I use that to Heaton blue for the flowers. If I can find it. It's here somewhere. Hate this when you're looking. I've got my pens relatively out. There it is, relatively organised in the bag, but she's still your baby though. Oh, purple for the leaves. Yeah, maybe I go for bright blue for the flowers. And maybe more of an actual purple, because I suppose that's more mauvish, I guess, isn't it? Go for more of an actual purple for the leaves. I mean, it might be a bit bold. I might go for pansy for the leaves. Or is that a bit dark? Oh, I don't know. Right, I'll colour the flowers first and then I'll have a think for the leaves. Can't decide how dark to do the leaves. Let's do the... Oh, it's nice and bright. Right, so we've got that there. Now I know they're different flowers, but I think just so I haven't got too many different colours going on, I think I'm going to use the same colour blue on some of the other kind of flowery or berry kind of bits, just so it kind of matches. I guess these are like petals on this as well. I thought they were patterns for the moon, but they look in a bit of a weird position. I think I'll colour them as like weird petals that are dangling off. I mean, I don't know whether they are or not, but they are now. Right, let's go for, what purple? I mean, do I go really bold with that pansy purple? Could do, maybe. Might make the rest pop a bit, I guess. So make the flowers look even brighter. Yeah, let's go for it. Stop umming and ahhing. The colours don't go. It's an alien planet and they're not very coordinated with the colours, so it's all good. Oh, let's go for it. So I've coloured one. I'll have to do them all to match. So there we go. So yeah, I do need to work out for my members only live stream. I'm not going to be replacing my Monday night stream. That's still going to be staying just as normal. But my members only live stream, yeah, I need to pick a different day for basically, but I'm not quite sure what day will work. I don't think it won't be a Saturday or a Sunday because obviously I can't guarantee that I'll be in then. So I don't know, possibly a Thursday, I think, because there might be the very odd month where I've got something on at school where I might need to move it, but that shouldn't happen very often. I don't have all that much going on at school on a Thursday. It's normally earlier on in the week for, like, you know, parents' evenings and things. Again, not that they're every month, but, you know, I don't want to be chopping and changing when they are. Need a different colour for this. I'm kind of, while I'm going for these like out there colours, I'm just going to embrace it and I'm just going to go for it. And I'm going to go for deep violet for these leaves, and just let's just hope that it turns out okay. Else this is going to be a very peculiar looking page, but it is nice to experiment, isn't it, and not play it too safe. So let's just go for it together. And if it doesn't work, then you know not to put these colours together again yourself in the future. I'm kind of liking how it's going. It's nice getting back to my alcohol markers, actually. I've not used them since before I went away. I've done a little bit of colouring since I've been back, but I've not actually got my alcohol markers out. I've been working on a Rita Berman page with some water-based markers, and I'm working on a Hannah Carlson page as well with some Prismacolors. So I've actually had my alcohol markers out for a while, so it's nice to have these out again. Oh, that's a bit of leaf there as well, isn't it? Or bush. There we are. That's looking cool, I guess. I don't know what colour to do the planet though, or any of the other bits. So, I also don't know what colour to do the aliens ship. Oh, thank you. I do like the pink. I'm not too sure about all this purple, but I'm sure it'll come together. Right. Feel like if I can, feel like the colour of this planet I'll maybe also use on the moon. But I don't know what. I don't want to do it grey because I feel like it's got these plants on it. I don't feel like grey would be quite right unless I used a blue grey maybe. I don't want yellow, or I don't think I want like a pink. Do I want a pink planet? Or I could have a pale blue planet, I guess, to be different maybe. Blue, do you think blue for the planet? Yeah, I feel like we've got a lot of pinks and purples there. We've got a little bit of blue, haven't we, with the flowers? So maybe if I use a really light blue, or maybe this muted blue might look nice actually. Let's try that. Let's go for it. Light blue. There we go, light blue. Or on my drink. Light blue, right. Good to know. If it goes wrong, then it's fine. Right. The other thing is there is like the different patterns on the background of them, but I'm assuming it's just like lines to mark the different craters. So I'm just going to go for colouring the whole bit. I mean, it might be that it's meant to be showing paths on the planet, but I don't know. So I think I'll just colour it all the same. Oh, this is slightly darker than it looked on the swatch chart. I suppose it'll dry a little bit lighter, isn't it? It's a bit late now. I've started with this one. I can't change part way through. Is the only problem with alcohol markers, isn't it? Once you've kind of started, you're kind of committed, aren't you? Do you know what? I'm so confused over what day of the week it is. I was thinking it was Tuesday, even though I know it's not Tuesday because I don't live stream on a Tuesday. But our staff meeting at school's been moved to a Monday now, and it always used to be on a Tuesday. So, because obviously we've had staff meeting, in my head I'm thinking, oh, it's Wednesday tomorrow, because you know it must be Tuesday today if we've had staff meeting. I'm going to be very confused this week over what day of the week it is. I can see. I'm sure it won't take us so long to remember though that staff meetings Monday, not Tuesday, and we'll get used to it. Means it's out of the way at the start of the week and it's done, and then if there's anything that's important for kind of that week, it gives us a bit more time to sort it. Right, let's do, right, that bit's done. Let's try and do up here. So yeah, going to do members only live stream one day a week. I'm thinking probably Thursday towards the end of the month, but obviously if you are a member, I'll let you know. And then I'm going to do a colour along each month, which I had kind of considered just sticking to working through just one book, but for one thing, I do like that idea, and like obviously a lot of channels do that, and I think that's a really lovely idea, but I think I would get bored. I think I'd rather leave it open to myself of working in different books rather than just sticking to one, because I think I'd get a bit bored of keep having to feeling like I had to work in that book each month. I don't want it to feel like a chore, you know. This is my hobby, it's not my actual job. So I thought I'll try and work in different books, but I'll try and work in things that like aren't too obscure, so that they're books that you could have, you know, that you might well have. And I'll try and use supplies that, you know, I think people might have, or that if you don't have, because I'm thinking I might use like Prismacolors perhaps, because I know there's lots of kind of conversion charts of those to match them to different pencil sets. And they will be chatty videos, so even if you don't have that book and you don't want to do it as a colour along, if you want to put me on in the background and hear me waffling while I'm colouring, a bit like I do on my live streams, then, you know, you'll have that video each month as well. So no, I do that a lot while I'm working. I don't want to put like people's completed pages videos on, because I actually want to watch them and, you know, look at the screen and see what's, you know, see what they're showing. So I do tend to put like colouring chats on in the background, because then I can look up now and again, but I don't need to be watching, if that makes sense. Right, I'm thinking I'm going to use some of the colours I've used here, the little post box. I feel like perhaps the bunnies thought that they're going to make the post box try and match in with the planet and blend in a little bit. So I thought I'll try and use some of the similar colours. So I might use which one's this one? This one's the brighter. Deep violet. I think that might be this darker one. So I'll use that for the actual, yes it is the dark one. I'll use it for the post, because I can outline it with a white gel pen so that it stands out a little bit more. And then I'm going to use the really bright blue, I think, for the actual main bit, so that really, oh, just move you back in focus again. It really stands out. Right, you realise what a difference it makes moving through the year on when the sun goes down. Because I know normally when I'd finish my live stream, I'd be like, right, need to go outside and, you know, feed my guinea pigs and rabbit and put them away. But I've already put them away because obviously it's getting dark earlier now, isn't it? So they're already all tucked up. It's dark out there. It has been for a little bit now, actually. So, yeah. I think perhaps they are, Vera. There we go. Right. Yeah, so I think I'll outline that with a white gel pen so that stands out a bit against the black. I kind of like that. And I need a colour for the middle. Use that current colour for the middle. Yeah, it's cute. Right, that's that bit kind of done. Just got to work out for the alien then. I'm thinking I might just do that kind of grey kind of colours so that it isn't like I've got a lot of colours going on already. I feel like if I put too many of the colours it might stand out too much, unless I go for a green spaceship. Do green, I could do grey. I don't know, what do people think? Lurk away, Yolanda. Green or grey for the spaceship? Don't know, unless I do grey with bits of green. That might be a nice compromise between the two. Let's go for that. Green, yeah. Oh, shall I just go for green? Yeah, let's go for green. Might do their outfit like a grey colour, but do their ship and everything kind of different greens. Right, let's have a look. What greens will go nicely? Decisions. Might go for. I don't want too dark of a green, else I don't think it's going to stand out enough against the dark sky. So, might try leaf green and pick another green as well, I think. Leaf green. Might put it with the pale green actually, because they'd look nice together. A little bit different, but not too different. So let's go for these two greens. Always bring a bit of yellow in maybe as well. Let's see. There we go, I've got the fine tip right. Let's go for, just go for it. There we go. It's nice to actually colour in this book because I was so excited when I saw that Cozy Eras 2 was coming out. So I do love Jade Summer's artwork. And they've had like a new kind of spooky one coming out as well, which looks really nice. Put that on my wish list, but I haven't coloured in the Spooky Moments one yet, so I definitely need to get colouring in some more before I get buying any more books, I think. Use that for this bit. Yes, Art Junkie, yes. So depending where you are in the world, for me in the UK it's 8:30 in an evening. Obviously that'll be different depending on whereabouts you are, but yeah, every Monday normally go live at 8:30, but with being away for most of August, obviously not been streaming the last few weeks, but I'm not going to be away anytime soon, so I will be here every Monday. So sometimes I do kind of pages with, you know, pencils, Inktense pencils or whatever, but quite often I do a cute and cozy page, because then I can normally complete it in one stream and do it start to finish. And I was saying that's quite nice. Then you can see the whole thing kind of coming together. But yeah, some weeks I might do something a little bit more detailed where it might carry on for a few weeks. And my first few live streams were from a Lulu Mayo book, where Milling Kittens. That was quite fun, actually. So it was one of the pages where it had got like a few little characters on. I'll do the little feet the same colour. So as people have probably noticed, I don't tend to do much patterning with my alcohol markers. I do tend to just block colour. Like, hats off to people who do blending and, you know, spend ages doing, you know, all the extra patterns and the shading and things. But I don't know, I kind of prefer, nice in the afternoon. It's like you're in the past, getting towards my bedtime. Well, I say bedtime, not quite yet. Don't go to bed that early, although possibly should go to bed earlier than I do. But, you know, by the time you've been at work all day and then you come home and you get your jobs done at home, you kind of want to actually have a bit of time to sit and chill, don't you? So for bronze green for the inside. Lost my trail of thought then with knocking the camera. Oh yeah, some people do blending with the alcohol markers and and all sorts of things, but might colour these bits the same green actually. I don't have the patience. I kind of like my alcohol markers being that I've just got some colour on the page and the page is done. And I might add a little bit of pattern and gel pen, but or sometimes do like a little bit of shading, which I probably will in a minute. I like the bunny and the rocket ship, where I use the same colour but wait till it's dry and then just go around the edges, which I think I saw on Jess's channel. And she did a alcohol marker video, like for beginners, and I thought that's easy. I can manage that. I can keep the pens to one side, let it dry, and then just go around some of the edges and just make a difference. But it doesn't take too long, because I don't want to spend hours and hours on these pages. Like I say, hats off to people that do, because they look amazing, but I haven't got the patience. I've got other books that I spend a lot longer on, and these I just want to get the page coloured and be a bit like a child again and just colour. Right, I need to decide what I'm going to colour his little outfit as, but I don't feel like I'm going to do his outfit like greys, just because I think actually that will contrast nicely with all the colours we've got going on. So let me have a look. I might pick a couple of lighter greys. Oh, night, Vera. Lovely to have you here. It's nice to be back in the swing of things. Red, I suppose red could look cool, couldn't it? It's a bit like Royal Mail, isn't it, here in the UK? Oh, look, what reds have I got? Do I want red, or do I want an off red? That's the question. I might go for the deep. Yeah, I might go for the deep red. So that's kind of red, but it's got not exactly purple. But I think it'll look nice. Hopefully, not stand out too much. Oh, I think I've knocked this. Sorry, I think I've knocked the angle of the camera there. Oh, that's better. Just looked at it and thought it looked really a bit of an odd angle then. Right. Let's call that the outfit. I might colour that bit grey though, and then colour the jacket red. I wonder what this bunny's having delivered that they look so excited about. They've got some snacks coming, or I just think they've like bought themselves some colouring supplies. Oh, I think that's going to be another bit that needs colouring red actually. Let's cover that a little bit there. Right, I'll get a grey for the edging, I think, just because I don't want to leave it white. I will do it very pale grey, I think. So I've got neutral grey, CG020. So yeah, it's daughter's first day at secondary school today. So yesterday was spent getting her to practice tying a tie. Just wear, you know, blazer and a proper tie, not a clip-on tie. A proper tie. So yeah, she looked very grown up this morning. I think she had a nice day. So it's a lot for her to take in at the minute. And she's the only one who's gone to this school, you know, from the school she was at. So, you know, she's up to try and make friends and everything. But I think she enjoyed herself. She seems happy about going tomorrow, so that's the main thing, I suppose. Right, I'm going to go for ash rose for the parcel. Yeah, because I'm imagining it. I know it's got like a stamp on and things, but I'm kind of imagining it as being like an Amazon box. In my head, they've been ordering on Amazon and they've had express shipping, and the little aliens whizzed over to get it delivered for them. Right, what I might do is try and do a bit of some of the shading on these things and then have a think about the space. I might do yellows and orange, I think, in the sky. Right, well, let's try and work out what colours where. I've got a lot of pens now. Right, this one was the colour for the planet. Right, so add just a little bit around there. Not worrying exactly too much about the light source, especially with it being like in space and they've got, you know, stars and all sorts everywhere. Colour the craters in the same colour that I used. Oh, and there, I'll colour them bits. There we go. Right, that's that one done with. Oh, night. Thank you for joining. Oh, yeah, thank you. Hopefully this time next week, if people are back in the stream, I'll be seeing Yashi's had a lovely first week, but just kind of fingers crossed on that. But I think she's looking forward to it. I think she's ready. She's ready for the challenge. I feel like I might colour that little envelope in. Yeah, the same matching colour. There we go. Right, better shading. Might not do any. I do a little bit, I guess, on this bit, but I'm not sure how much it's going to show up anyway, because it's already quite dark on this. Right, that'll do on that one. A little bit on this bit. I'll do, I think, on that colour. Right, went through my pile of pens here, adding my shading in. A bit there. bit on. There we go. And there we go. We've got the greens of the alien now. Which one's this one? This is this colour, isn't it? I feel like I'm a bit out of practice with my markers, but we're getting there. There we go. Tiny bit that side. And this is the other light colour, so I'll put a little bit of this on. On the little feet. And this, oh, sorry for knocking the camera in. Sorry, a bit rusty at streaming with not doing it for a few weeks. There we go. It's a bit of a shot recording again as well, because although I'd had a lot of videos come out while we were away, I just got them all recorded before we went. And I've not recorded for quite a few weeks. So when I did my completed pages like last week when we got back, I was like, oh, what do I do to record a video again? So yeah, I've got quite an exciting video coming out on Wednesday on the channel, which I think people might be a bit surprised at. And Sunday's my haul, and it is a very long one. I did buy rather a lot while I was away on holiday. In my defence, some of it was on sale, so you know I couldn't pass it up because it was a bargain. And then some, I had saved some money from my birthday as well. And then some bits we can get in the UK, but our art shops are just a little bit rubbish really compared to what you have over in the States. So you know, that was kind of another reason why I bought quite a bit, because you know I could see it, I could hold it in my hand, I could look at it and think, yep, I want to get this. And we kind of knew that we'd be buying quite a bit when we went, so we packed light when we travelled over. Like where we stayed had a washer dryer anyway, so that meant obviously we didn't need to take as many clothes because we just took like a week's worth and then kind of washed while we were away, which also meant we didn't have a massive pile of washing coming back with us, which was nice. And then also that meant that we got a bit more space in the suitcase coming back for things that we'd bought. So yeah, it's a very long one on Sunday, so if you like watching hauls, you've definitely got that to look forward to on Sunday. Night Yolanda, nice for you to join, both join the stream and also just join as well. Nice to have you, and I'm glad to be back. Let's go back into a routine again. Right, just a little bit of shading with this one on the little space suit. And all the little creases as well. There we go. And then I can get this one. I'm thinking I'm just going to use some nice bright colours for the stars and the planet. So I don't really worry about like light sources. I just kind of add the extra shading in where I think it might look nice, even though it might not necessarily make sense, if that makes sense at all. Right, let's go for that. So let's colour some of these stars and things. Let's get some nice bright colours. Right, so the actual orange for some of it, I think. Yeah, got quite got quite a bit, Jess. I think until we came to actually packing up to come back home, because we've been buying bits and pieces here and there, and then just putting them in like the walk-in wardrobe, the walk-in closet, kind of out of the way while we're away. And then when we kind of got to packing, and husband was like, how much did you buy? I was like, well, it's not exactly a surprise. You were there when I bought everything, and some of the things that I wasn't sure about buying, you were like, oh, go on, get it, because it's cheaper over here, and you want it. So I'm kind of blaming him for some of the purchases. Thankfully, we managed to fit it in the suitcase and get it back, and it all got back in one piece, so that was good. Right, I want to yellow now as well, I think. So I'll go for the sunflower. I'm just going to go for really bright for all these bits and pieces in the sky. So do that, those colours. Colour some of those, that colour. Right, I'm actually a slightly lighter yellowy orange, I think. I might go for that quince colour actually. It's not quite as bright, but I think that'll look nice with it, hopefully. Oh, I think you really need to go sometime, Jess. Have a whale of a time. Oh, I think I can hear Monty again. You coming in? No? Maybe. He might appear in a minute, we'll see. Right. Must admit, I don't really know what colour to do that planet. Let's have a look. I don't think any of those are not quite right. Maybe marigold. Here we are. Right, now I'm kind of picturing it. Is it Jupiter or Saturn that's got all the swirly bits on it? Oh, that's not very scientific, is it? It's not the proper name. I'm thinking I don't normally try and add. Oh, I don't think that's a dark enough grey actually. Let's find a darker grey. I think I'm going to try and add some darker little splodgy bits on it. Very technical terms here. Oh, I think that'll look nice. Yeah, that looks cool, doesn't it? I like that. Right, I've just got these kind of I don't know what colour to do those. Like I'm going to stick with the yellowy orangey kind of vibe. Do I go for a bright pink? Oh no, I don't want bright pink. That'd look far too garish, I think, wouldn't it? Oh, and it's daunting enough sometimes just travelling with other people, isn't it? Let alone going by yourself. Hats off to people who go all sorts of places by themselves. Like, I think they're really brave. I'd be worried about getting myself lost. Granted, I don't have a very good sense of direction, so that's kind of another reason. Oh, so it's sort of an orange-ish colour, but not quite. What's this one called? Light orange. Although it's kind of like a peachy orange, I think, but hopefully this will look nice. Hopefully it'll give a nice contrast that the planet looks very different than these bits going on in the space sky around it, at least hopefully that's going to be the case. And then I shall add a bit of white gel pen. Right, here's Ben. Alright. Oh. Let's get some of these pens out of the way now then. And then find my white gel pen. Here we go. Right. Get these pens out of the way so I can actually see what I'm doing. Here we go. Right. I think they were out of that bit. So I do admire all the people who've got like the lovely big, you know, ohuhu, you know, the bamboo, aren't they? The proper shelves and things for them when they're on the desk. They look really pretty, but I think if I had them, I think I'd get really annoyed at trying to find exactly where each pen went back, because I know me, I'd have to put them back in exactly the right spot. And knowing how many pens I get out when I'm colouring, I think I get too annoyed at putting them all back. I keep mine in the bag, so I've kind of got the 6 sections in this set, so I try and keep them in the right section, but you know, obviously they're still a bit jumbled up in that bit. I like that. Right, let's get find my white gel pen. This is the one I like. Is this one working? I think so. We'll soon find out. Can you see that? This is a slightly thinner one than I sometimes use. That still works all right though, doesn't it? So I'm going to put my white gel pen here and there, thinking I'm going to make the alien's eyes a bit shiny with a black gel pen in a second, but I'll wait until I've done a bit more. So I'm going to outline. Easier said than done. I'm not very good at drawing a straight line, I must admit. You there again, Monty? Right, just go around and add my white gel pen. Try not to get too carried away like I do sometimes, but I do think it's nice adding the little bits on. Yeah. Oh, I think he wants me to open the door fully. Yes, Monty. You're back. Oh, what have you brought me there? Oh, thank you. Okay. I've just opened the door to Monty, assuming that he was there with his pom-pom, and he's found a packet of biscuits, and he's brought me a packet of biscuits. That's actually very kind, Monty, but I don't fancy a chocolate cookie at the minute. You've been rummaging in the kitchen again. Silly sausage. Yeah, he's found these. Yes, husband must have had these, I think, as a free gift, and it's something he's ordered. He's put it to the side in the kitchen, and Monty's decided to carry it up to me, which, you know, it's not a bad gift to bring up. In the past, he's been chirping away to himself, and it's been just like a piece of paper he's found that he's brought up. So them not being allowed, you know, the house cats, and them not being allowed out, they do bring the funniest gifts sometimes. So yeah, he's brought me a pack of cookies. You obviously just need to leave some around the house for her to find, Jess, so she can bring them to you. Ah, it's never a dull moment in this house. When we can, if we like, when we sat watching TV at night, quite often all three will come and they'll might not be sat on us, but they'll be sat round in the living room, especially in the winter because obviously it's warmer in there, so they're quite happy in there. And when they wander off, and then you can hear noises, and you can't quite work out what those noises mean. It's like, oh no, what are they up to? What have they found now? And sometimes they're not actually up to anything, and other times they're just doing something really random, like trying to steal things that perhaps they shouldn't be trying to get. Right, I think I'll leave that for the gel pen. Oh, it's funny that he's brought those up. Husband's just messaged. Apparently they were safe in the bread bin, so he's obviously decided to rummage in the bread bin and bring me a pack of biscuits. I guess it could have been worse. He could have tried to bring me a slice of bread up, so at least he brought the biscuits, I guess, instead. Oh, he's random. Right, here we are. That's what I was after. I was after my cheap glittery black gel pen that I use when I want to make like eyes and things look sparkly. I do have the Secura glaze black, but especially because I think they've been discontinued, haven't they? So like, I don't want to not use them because then it's daft having them and not using them. But I do like these gel pens. They are only the cheap in a mixed pack from a place called The Works here in the UK. They come in, I think, about 8 or something in a pack, and they're only a few pounds. They're not the most amazing gel pens, but they are actually, especially for the price, they are relatively glittery, really. And I do like how shiny they, when you use them on eyes, I do like how shiny it makes the eyes look, and like noses and things. It looks quite cute. Oh, yeah, they get a bit funny like that, don't they, sometimes, when they know that there's another cat outside, and it's like, what are you playing at? You can't get them, they can't get you. Why are you bothered? Oh, a 3 for 2. Oh, to be honest, I'm surprised that they've still got any in stock. So now when we went different shops while we were away, and I was looking, and they've obviously had like where they sell the jelly rolls, open stock. Normally the big stands obviously got the moonlight and the standard ones and the glaze and stardust, and and all of them. They've all the art places, I'm guessing, have had new stands delivered, because none of them had even got a space for the glaze pens. Like, they just weren't on there at all, didn't exist. They weren't on a sign or anything. So I'm guessing it's yeah, going to be in short supply, aren't they? So I might have to have a look at that, Jess, and check how many I've got, and maybe get a few more ordered possibly. But yeah, I think I'm going to call that page done. It's a bit different with the colours. No, I like it though. It's different. That's kind of what I was hoping for. I really like the colours I've got here, because I pictured that in my head, and I pictured a little green alien. The rest, like the blue planets and the orangey yellow in the background, a bit different. I think I like it. I do like how that's turned out. I might add a little bit of gel pen, actually, just some gentle. Oh, it's not really doing a lot. Just add some subtle texture, I think, just to the planet, just to finish that off a bit, actually. Just a bit. Yeah, I like that. That's better now. Happy with that. The Halloween one I did a flip through of. Let's have a look for it on my shelf. Where is it? I'm guessing. Do you mean that one? Was that the Halloween one that you were meaning? Was it a cute and cozy Halloween one? back order for the respecting shipment. Oh, okay, so there must still be stock somewhere then. Oh yeah, no, I could definitely do a page in that one. I'd been thinking for next week. What I've been thinking for next week. You know, I'd been thinking, because I'd picked these out for doing this month, might possibly do the Mandalorian page or the Barbie page from Fuzzy Meowies 3. But yes, I do definitely want to get colouring in this one because it is so, same as it's a spooky kind of slightly creepy one, it is so cute. So I do want to colour in that. So I will definitely get to that at some point. I'm feeling like I want to be a little bit closer to Halloween before I do that. So maybe not next week, week after. And maybe next week I'll do a page out of Fuzzy Meowies 3. So do people fancy seeing the Mandalorian page next week? Oh, thanks for joining, Art Junkie. Nice to have you here. It's been nice to see you again. Or I've got the Barbie page. Are people fancying pink pages? A big bright pink page next week? Or Mandalorian and Grogu? What are we feeling for next week? Mandalorian, one vote for Mandalorian. So we can have a really bright pink page, or be slightly more muted on that. Although there still be some colours, I guess, with like the helmet and things, wouldn't there? I expect. Oh, I love the Mandalorian show. I need to rewatch that sometime. Actually, so funny, like so serious, and you know, so much action, but such funny bits in it as well, isn't there? Mandalorian. Okay, that's 3 votes for Mandalorian. So we shall do that page next week. And then let's go for the week after. We'll go for a page out of Spooky Moments because it still won't be quite October, but we'll be getting towards it. So we could start getting our spooky on, ready for Halloween. And then possibly might be able to find a spacey kind of page in that. I'm not sure. I'll have to have another look through. Can't remember. Oh, I think there is a space kind of page actually in it. So actually that could still work for Spacetember. Just as a quick flip, there is like an alien space page. So I'll have another look. It might not be that page we do, but I'm sure I'll be able to find another Spacetember. So yeah, we'll do Mandalorian then from this for next week. But thank you very much for joining me, everybody. It's nice to get back into the swing of things again. Nice to have so many people joining, and thank you again if you are a subscriber. Thank you so much for subscribing. It means so much to have reached 1,000. Like I still can't believe it. And if you've not seen the post yet that I've put on my channel, please check it out. My daughter, bless her, she got back from school today. She'd seen that I'd got to 1,000, and she sat and painted that picture for me. I was like, could you take a picture and you could use that for like your thank you for getting to 1,000? So I've got it up on my desk at the minute in pride of place. So yeah, could maybe give a little like to the post on the channel. I know she'll be taking a look and she'll be checking to see if it's got any likes on there. Bless her, she's a sweetie. So thank you for hanging out with me, and I'll catch you next week. So take care everyone, and I'll catch you next week. Goodbye.